So today is the day that I give my 2 weeks notice today when I go into work. And let me just tell you guys, I'm nervous. I got butterflies and I'm starting to rethink this whole thing of trying to find a new job or getting a new job as I'm 50. And it makes me realize that, I understand why a lot of people, especially as we get older, avoid making any drastic changes, whether that's a new career, new relationship, or starting a business. I think that a lot of us just get comfortable and we're willing to stay where we are. So if you've ever made a change in your life, whether that's career, business, or relationship, and you're older, it can be scary. And I'm going to share with you guys why I think that a lot of us let our age hold us back, even though it's just a number. So guys, as you know, I'm 52 and I just got a new job, and I've got all kinds of feelings in my head about why I'm even trying to pursue a new job. Maybe I should just stay where I'm at. And I want to share with you guys some of these feelings that I'm experiencing and why I'm going through with the decision to actually take the new career, and why I've even decided to look for a new career at my age at 52. So I know change is scary, and it's even scarier as you get older, guys. And I want to share with you guys this whole thing about why I think that we, especially if you're older, experience these decisions, and then why we actually almost let fear, or even we let fear hold us back. So the reason that I got a new career or a new job at 52 is because was looking for something that paid a little bit more than what I'm doing. Wasn't happy with what I'm doing right now, even though I'm comfortable there, guys. I've been there for a year, a little over a year now, and I'm comfortable. It doesn't require a lot of brain power, and anybody can do this job. It's just, it is physically demanding. And so I started looking for something that's going to pay better, something that I can actually grow into as I get older, and not be as physically demanding on my body as it is right now. So I went looking in the job market and ended up getting lucky, because within a couple of months, I think maybe 2 months, I actually found a job. And now I'm starting that new job in 2 weeks after I give my 2 weeks notice here, work my 2 weeks, and then I start my new job. But yet my brain, I'm nervous going into work today to turn in my resignation letter. And I think that the reason, especially if you're older, tend to deal with these kind of feelings is because we are older, and we tend to think that maybe it's a little too late to make any changes, pursue any goals, start a business, start a new career, maybe even start a new relationship. If we are older, we tend to think that maybe we should just stay where we are because it's comfortable. But the truth is, guys, that if you are not comfortable, you're not happy with what you're doing, or you want to start something new, it's never too late. And I know a lot of people let their age hold them back because it's so easy to do, because we think of making changes for somebody who's younger because they have the time to actually make the changes. But guys, the truth is there's been a lot of people who have made or had success or done something, pursue goals when they are older, and you can't let your age hold you back. I actually watched a video, or actually a movie this past weekend on Netflix called, I think it was called Nyad, Nyad. It was about a lady who actually had the goal to swim from Cuba to Florida. And she had tried when she was younger and she didn't make it. Well, in her 60s, I think she was 62, maybe when she started trying again, 61 or 62. She was in her 60s. And it took her 4 attempts. I think it was 4 attempts. And on her 5th attempt, she finally made it. And she was 64 years old. Was the first person who had ever done it at that time. And in the movie, she basically says that no matter what your age is, if you have a new goal, you have a desire to pursue something, you should always pursue it and never let the number, your age, hold you back. And that's what I think a lot of people, especially if you're watching this YouTube video, guys, you are older. You're probably thinking that it's too late, and it's never too late to do something that you want to pursue. And then I think the next reason that I'm having these butterflies, guys, is because of the fear of the unknown. So I'm leaving something that's comfortable, that's steady, that I know I've been doing for the past year and a half. And I absolutely know that I have the ability to do it. Like I said, it is just a physically demanding job. It doesn't require any special skills, training, or anything like that. And this new job that I'm entering or getting ready to start it does have a lot for me to learn. The guy, when I went to the interview, even told me there's a lot to learn. We're going to have computer training. I'm just really going to have to learn and be with a trainer for, I think, like a week or two to learn the ins and outs of the job. Well, my inner self, my feelings about this job is that maybe I'm not smart enough. Maybe I'm too old to learn this stuff. Or maybe I should stay where I'm at because it doesn't require any brain power. But the truth is that I think that we are our own worst critic. And even if we think we can't learn something, we actually cut ourselves short thinking that we can't do something, that maybe it's for somebody younger who still maybe learns better than somebody older. But the truth is that you don't know unless you give it a chance. And the truth is that you're smarter than you think you are. And if you're like me, guys, you're probably your own worst critic. And so even though you are smart, you're going to think that you're not smart, and you're going to compare yourselves to other and say that maybe it's going to take you a lot longer to learn than somebody who's younger. And the truth is, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to learn. If you are pursuing something that you really want to do, or you getting a new career and that person called you and interviewed you and they want to hire you, well, there's something in you that they see. Or if you want to start a business, guys, and even if you don't know how to do it right out the gate, you can figure it out. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And I think that's where we end up cutting ourselves short, is we expect things to happen overnight. The truth is that change is hard, and it does take a little bit more courage to pursue change. And for the most part, most of us are willing to stay comfortable than to actually get out of our box, get out of our own way, and make the change that it requires us to do something that we really want to do. And then, of course, the last thing that I think that the reason that I'm scared to make the move or have these butterflies to turn in my 2 weeks notice is because what if it doesn't work out? What if the grass is not greener on the other side? I mean, I've got all these worst case scenarios that if it doesn't work out, what am I going to do? And I'm leaving something comfortable. Well, this isn't the first time that I've actually left a job, guys, and pursued something that different. I left a very high paying job back in 2005. And it wasn't, I'm not talking six figures, but for me, it was the most I'd ever made. And I think at the time when I left it, I was making about $70,000 a year, which may not sound like a lot to you, but it was the most I'd ever made at a job. And when I left this job, guys, I was nervous, but I did it anyway. Everything, even though everything in my body was telling me, no, don't leave the comfort and security of a job. We all know that a job, even though it pays the bills, there is no such thing as job security. Not today, guys. I think that today those days are gone. If you're a Gen Xer, then your parents had job security where they went to a job, they worked there for 20 years, and they were able to retire. There are still jobs like that today, but they are far and few between. So even though back then I left this job, I had high hopes. I thought I was young. I was naive. I thought that I could just quit this job and start my own business and everything would be great. Well, unfortunately, starting a business back then was not as easy as it is today, even though today it's not as easy as everybody makes it seem. The technology today makes it easier, but it's still challenging and does take time. Well, back then when I left that job, I thought that everything was going to be great. And unfortunately, it wasn't. And I fell hard. Financially, we ended up having to go bankruptcy. We had to file bankruptcy. It was just a horrible experience, given the reason that we've had a lot of financial hardships in our life. And now we are trying to catch up for retirement, is because of the fact of the bad decisions that I made back then. And so now all my mind keeps playing is those replays of how things didn't work out for me in the past, and maybe the same thing's going to happen. And while I can't tell you that pursuing a goal or starting a new business or starting a new career in your 50s, late 40s, or however old you are, and if you're an older adult, I can't tell you that it's going to work out. I can't tell you the grass is going to be greener on the other side. Nobody can. The truth is that the only way you're going to know is if you actually do something and pursue what it is that you want. Now, if the grass isn't greener on the other side, it doesn't mean that you can't revert back and go back to what you were doing before. Yes, it's true that if you put in a 2 weeks notice and you leave your job, your comfortable job right now, there's no guarantee that your employer is going to hire you back. And unfortunately, right now, the job market is not the best job market to get another job, but there's always somebody out there who's willing to hire you, especially if you've been a good employee, you have good experience. There's no reason that somebody wouldn't be able to hire you. So even if the grass isn't greener, guys, you could still hold on to the job, the new job that you just got hired at, and look for something else. Nobody says you have to be loyal to the new employer that you have right now or the new employer that you're getting ready to get hired with. As a matter of fact, guys, I don't think that loyalty is a thing anymore. I think that that's the reason that you hear about all these young people who are always job hopping. Maybe they work at a company for like 5 years and they go out looking for a new job. And I think the reason is because even though you're loyal to your employer, it doesn't mean your employer is loyal to you. And let me share with you guys what I mean by this. So, if you get hired as a new employee right now, chances are you're probably getting a better pay than somebody who's been with the company for, let's say, 8 years or longer. And that's because the wages have gone up quite a bit in the last couple of years. And the truth is that what I've noticed is that whenever somebody gets hired as a new employee, they're going to get hired right out the gate than somebody who got hired a long time ago because the cost of living has gone up, meaning the wages have gone up. So people who stay or feel like they need to be loyal to their current employer and stay where they're at, chances are they're probably not doing themselves a favor unless you're with a good employer who actually gives you good raises every year, gives you good benefits, and you enjoy that job. If that's the case, then there's no reason for you to leave and look for something else. But for those of us who are looking for more money, maybe looking for a better job, then I think some of the best thing to do is to actually put yourself out there and possibly make a career change or find something better or start something on your own, especially if you're looking to better yourself. And then one more thing is, guys, and I've noticed this too, is that I think that a lot of us think that it's too late to start something new because everything is geared towards the younger generation about starting a new career, starting a business. But the truth is that if you are older, you have a lot of experience, you have a lot of life experience, and it's never too late to actually do something. So, guys, that's part of the reason that I think that I'm scared is because of the unknown, is because of my age, is because of losing the security that I'm at. Even though I know it's not security where I'm at, I know no job is security, and they could lay you off or fire you anytime they want. So you're at the mercy of your employer, but it's still safe knowing that you're going to work, you're getting a paycheck, and it pays your bills, and leaving the comfort of what you are known to or what you are used to is very nerve-wracking. So the moral or purpose of this video is to motivate you. Hopefully this will reach at least one person, regardless of your age. If there's something that you've been wanting to do, but you've been putting it off for another day because today isn't the right day, or maybe you've been thinking about switching careers, but you just don't think that you have what it takes to pursue that career. My goal is that hopefully this will motivate you to actually make that change, to do something different if you're not happy with where you are, or you've always been wanting to do something, but you're waiting for the right day. Guys, there is not going to be the right day. If you're not happy or you've been wanting to do something else, today is the day to make that jump, to do something different, to pursue your goal of what you've always wanted to do. And guys, even if it doesn't work out, like I said, it doesn't matter. It's not the end of the world. Failure is not the end. It's just a matter of continuing until you get what it is that you want or pursuing something that you want. And guys, I hope, like I said, this reaches one person to actually pursue their goals, maybe make a change that they've been wanting to make, but they've been putting it off for the right day. And if you are watching this, guys, and you've been wanting to do something different and you've been letting your age hold you back, let me know down in the comments below what it is that you've been wanting to do, because I think some of us need a little bit more motivation, a little bit of push. And if you share what you've been wanting to do, maybe some goals that you've been wanting to pursue, but you're letting that number hold you back, I think that you're going to realize that you're not alone. There's a lot of us who are older who tend to let our age hold us back. And also, guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Click on that subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever I put out a new video. And guys, I'm rooting for you to make the change that you want, to pursue the goal that you want, regardless of your age. And I will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.